Yo guys, Pops here, bringing you another replay commentary. This is a tournament game. This is round 4 between Yerens, Hydropodos, myself, Pops, and Polina. This game was ridiculous, and you guys will soon see why. This was... I can't remember if this was like to win the tournament. Yeah, so it was something like that. So we'll see how things go. So let's check the colony. Chemical colony, double price steel, double price food. See, when I see something like this, really cheap iron, expensive steel, cheap water, expensive food, it makes me want to look for a scientist spot, especially with this cheap glass. But unfortunately, there's not really any kind of adjacent iron water situation. So I probably found expansive. I like expansive a lot. I think it's really strong. And we'll just see how this goes.
A scavenger HQ has been
So
found.
there's the found. It looks like I found first right before Hydroponos. I found here near this water. And I take this iron. So you guys saw me do this in the last game. I can't remember if this was the last game or a different game that I was doing, but I like to found near or adjacent to water rather. Lets you cycle in and out of water as you need to, which can be really good. And let's check his found. He takes the scav spot. I mean, it's low carbon. And what is this? Oh, he's going for these carbon. Okay. It's not bad. Fuel's not too expensive, so that play is okay. And he takes a water.
A robotics HQ has
Water's
been
not worth
found.
much, but I don't know. I'd prefer to see him take it like an aluminum or something, but yeah. Yaren's found. He goes pretty close to me. He goes for medium iron and 2 steel. And another robo with a higher iron and 2 steel. So right away with 2 robos, robotic HQs tend to keep prices pretty low. They don't consume stuff for debt, so yeah, prices on-world prices stay pretty low. So keeping that in mind, that's how we'll progress with the game.
HQ has been upgraded.
So even though I found first, I'm still not level 2. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, that a robo and a scav would expand you, especially when I only have 1 steel. Yeah, I don't like this. So I go... Oh... Yeah, so I go for this aluminum, which looks crazy, but look at the aluminum on this map. There's 3 lows, 2 lows, and I think that's it. So yeah, this is my level 1 play, to go for this aluminum, which, you know, it makes things awkward because steel's super expensive. I can only afford 1 steel mill. And this is the play that really tilts me. I mean, I lose both of these waters. This is fucking, you know, tilty, pardon my French. But there it is. So this guy goes heavy into steel. He goes heavy into steel. It's a lot of power being consumed. He goes for this aluminum, which is a low. It's awkward, but I mean, what else is he gonna do? And he gets his farms down, which is really strong. Let's check his money. He's doing okay. He's still a lot of... He still does... Oh yeah, he's got these carbons, that's right. So, and then, of all things, I get hit by a nuke, right? This is like... Yeah, so it was on this tile. This is like that high aluminum. I spent a lot of my early advantage taking this, and I don't know, I just didn't think about the nukes, but yeah, that sucks.
An expansive HQ
So I
has been
finally
upgraded.
expand. I had a claim. I picked up a claim for, and I took, you know, another steel, obviously. Steel's pretty good, but now it's kind of crashing with all this going on. Power is going to be ridiculous. Let's see what I do about that. So what do I do here? I've got 3 claims. Aluminum's awkward as hell.
A robotics HQ has been
Black market is
upgraded.
online.
And I take this low water, the one that's still left next to my base, and I go 3 food.
A
So
robotics
even though
HQ
he
has
beat
been
me to
upgraded.
food, the fact that I have 3, I'm hoping to kind of counteract that a bit. You know, he's only selling... Oh, he's selling 1.2. That's actually more than I would have expected for only 2. Yeah.
New land
Oh, okay,
is
so now it's down to
available for
0.9.
option.
That's a bit more reasonable with level 3. And here comes the auction for the last good aluminum tile. As you guys can see, this guy has no aluminum. This guy has no... Oh, he's got a low. Okay. And if you remember, now he almost let it go for 7, but it's not. It's worth way more than 7. And the scav has a low aluminum. Let's check debt. Yaren's at 12. Hydroponics at 35. I'm 34. He's at 12. So I get that aluminum for 12, which, you know, my debt is 47 now, which is a little rough, especially with power like this, and I don't have any power. But yeah, I think aluminum's gonna be tough. I really do. So I take the claim auction. Does it say how much I took it for? Don't remember. Oh, 12k. So that's not bad. I was like, if we went for any more, I wouldn't have kept going. So now we lose this geo. That was, you know, I saw this geo when I found it. This geo, nope, not ours, not to be. So I guess he does have aluminum. There's a low. He's into wind. But he still only has this 1 carbon. Oh no, I keep thinking that, but he has these, so he's fine on carbon. In fact, he probably has a bit 4.5. That's okay. So I'm still behind. I'm on level 2. How are we doing for resources? Oh yeah, so I don't have aluminum because, yeah, I'll just pause it, because I went into a wind here. We just need power, and this, you know, we picked up the claim, blah blah blah. So this is actually pretty good wind tiles, or a way to see now. Well, wind very strong, yeah, so that's fine. And then, of course, we get hit by another nuke.
A robotics HQ has been
Lovely,
upgraded.
love this game. This is like Blues. Oh god, I remember that tournament game happened quite recently. Blues just, you know, he had nukes thrown at him from every player on the map. It was pretty nasty. Yaren's at 4. He's way ahead of everybody. He's got the double aluminum. He's got okay water. He's got his farms. He's gonna be bleeding water, but you know, this guy's got his water. He's not doing anything with it. So
Expansive HQ has been upgraded.
yeah, water's gonna get awkward soon, but so far it's okay. Ish. How are we doing? Bleeding power. Thank God glass isn't too bad yet. Otherwise we'd be in real trouble. So we take another aluminum. I mean, look at the price of this. So we'll go for the adjacent. It's far as hell. We need reactors. Yep, there they come. I mean, look at this fuel. We're not going to really be making money, I don't think, too much, but we need to stop the debt spiral. It's happening. It's real. So these are not for cash. These are anti-debt, and we will be making a little bit of cash, as you can see. So, and actually, if you also see,
is open for business.
well, there we go with the sell down. I was gonna say we're not selling down because no one else is making reactor stuff. Oh yeah, we are selling down because we see this. He is in reactors now. What else am I doing with my claims?
Such a wonderful
Anything?
plot
What
of
is
land.
this again? That's the wind. Here comes a geo. It's far, but that's okay. So we're claiming this
Auction
geo.
unclaimed. Bidding closed.
It's sometimes okay to like not bid on an auction, just like let it go. And I think in this case we wanted power to stay weird for people. You know, this guy, well, yeah, it's not going to be weird for him for too long.
A scavenger
He's
HQ
already
has
making
been
power
upgraded.
money, but it's solar. Oh, he's got this too. It's pretty good. Wow, 600 a second. Of course he upgrades. We're in C. We're in level, still in 3. I have no glass bought up yet. Not looking great. I freeze out these solar panels, but that was a big mistake because Yaren is, I think, a bigger threat, and he has these, and this guy, well, it's night, so it would have been great, but yeah. So he's going chems, which makes our, yeah. So we're just saying, okay, we're done with
A
food.
robotics HQ
We
has
need
been
more
upgraded.
fuel. These guys are not going to be covering the fuel here. We do decide to go into 1 more wind rather than 4 reactors, and this was just a nod to the fact that water is weird. Well, I guess we're doing okay on water, but 1 more reactor and water would start to be a problem. So cash, 36, 18, 24, 38, and this is, you know, we're behind
The black
2
market
HQ
is
levels to this
online.
guy. Not great. What's going on here? Food short, of course, you know. Here's the food. Where's our food? Don't have any. Yeah, those nukes, pretty painful. Now aluminum is a little bit more under control. So we're making a surplus and it's not doing much for us. And what is it that we're buying? Oh, we're buying glass, of course. It looks like we tried to buy into chems at one point because it is a chem colony, but now it's just bad because there's 5 chem labs, so we need to just, yeah, we sell out.
A new claim
And
is
we'll probably take the
available for
upgrade.
auction.
There it is. Helps our debt a little bit, but yeah. Power surge from Yerand onto these reactors, which I don't know exactly about that. And I say that because, well, okay, well he's in reactors now, so that makes more sense. He wasn't in reactors before. I was going to say, you know, if you raise the price of fuel, it's going to make chems shit, but he is in reactors, so it's fine. How's he doing?
Congratulations.
Yeah, he's in a lot of, well, he has carbon, which isn't great, but his steel is good, his fuel is good, food is really good, and of course he has a bit of power. So Aaron's looking to run away with things. 100k cash and resources. We're on
The
10k.
black market is open
He's
for
on
business.
50. It looked like he had a patent lab. Okay, yeah, he does have a patent lab. Hologrammed. Going for slant drilling. If you need more water, I guess it makes sense. And how about his... Yeah, I don't really need slant, dude. You've got... Iron is fine. If it fits for water, I guess it's okay. So we get slant. Power surge on the farms.
The black
God, he's
market
got so
is
much cash,
online.
but he doesn't seem to be doing much with it. He's in this, which is good long term. That was an optimization lab, in case you couldn't see. And here, the nukes start flying. This is where shit gets crazy, okay? So, Hydroponos nukes Yaren's water, which makes sense. He's got 3 farms, 2 reactors, and 1 water. Oh no, I'm sorry, he does have these waters, but they're not great either.
The engineers have advanced
Then I
our
network
production.
virus this guy because I don't know why. Oh, I was looking for his patent lab, that's right, because he had picked up the patent and I thought it would be over here. I didn't think he'd be making 3 chems, but actually it is a fine play to make 3 chems. So now we're
The
in D.
black market is open for business.
I mean, we're selling down this aluminum, which is awful. We should not be doing that. Hopefully I catch that soon. But we're not really making much of anything. We're barely making fuel. We're making a bit of food. Power is eh. And Yaren's coming for the buy on Hydroponos, who has no cash because it's tied up in nothing. Why do you have no cash, dude? What is going on? Yaren's... yeah. Polina jumps on a little bit of that, but Hydroponos is done. So there's Yaren's buy. He uses cash to get a buy. Kudos to him. Is it weird that I keep saying kudos? Yeah, here's some more nukes. So, Polino's target by network. Why is it taking me to my base? Polina. Weird. This is strange. Oh, because it's on his water. So, okay, so he virused the water to make sure there wasn't a goon, and then nuked it. So water is getting weird for everybody.
New land is available for auction.
Except us, right? We're down here with this high and an adjacent medium, and we still have this low, I believe. So we're doing okay on water, and everyone else is going to be hurting.
Sold.
Tile auction, that, I don't know, I was just like
HQ has been
distracted or something.
upgraded.
Like, the fact that he got that for 7k is outrageous. So, no good. So here's us. We finally got our upgrade because aluminum's worthless, steel's pretty cheap. And we do have a bit of cash, but we really can't upgrade. I mean, we have 1 stock in ourselves, just to sort of deter people from getting aggressive, but yeah, we can't upgrade. Not with him on 50k, and well, I guess they don't have that much But our stock price is real shit, so yeah. What are we doing? We're buying into chem. Why are we buying into chems? This is not smart. But like I said, this is why I want to be doing these videos, because I'm going to be, you know, hopefully educating some newer players and also learning a bit for ourselves. So we go for a patent lab.
The patent lab is constructed.
There
Let's
aren't
get
a lot
our
of, yeah, we
science
go for
on.
teleportation, and, you know, with these, you know, with fuel like this, right, we've got 2, 4, yeah, these 4 tiles on it, plus our iron. Teleportation is going to save a lot of fuel, which is good. And it wasn't too expensive. You know, there's a lot of people making chems. I think that plays pretty good. So Jern's, again, on a shit ton of cash. Let's see, he's got his off-worlds ready to go. Waiting on a bit of steel, but steel's cheap. So let's see what he does with that cash of his. Alina's buying into himself a bit, but he's, yeah, and this is what I mean. I mean, look at these. These are not very good prices. It's hard to make money on World unless you're in, I guess, electronics. So hopefully I get into that soon. There he goes. Yep, there's the electronics. And here's his off-world market coming up now. So at this point, I'm honestly, I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I don't want to play this game anymore. I feel terrible, like, you know, having these waters taken and getting nuked on the aluminum. It was all
Nothing stops
just
productivity
not
quite like
fun
an
for me.
electromagnetic pulse.
And
Available
I
for
just
option
assumed
now.
I was dead. Like, instead of him building an off-world, I just assumed he would buy me. So I think I actually, like, stopped playing for... that might have been why that auction went for so cheap at that point. But here we are. Just got teleportation, so...
Congratulations.
And I win an auction for the EMP. I mean, 9K, it's pretty cheap, but it puts us in D. It's... how do we get out of D? So we need, like, only 5K to get out of D, but... like, you know, when you're in C, it's basically like you're in D, because each time debt ticks, you need to basically be paying debt. You know, that's how it goes. So he's in electronics, but he doesn't have a lot of cash. Like I said, it's hard to make cash on World. So, except, well, I was gonna say if you're in power. I mean, look at, he's just destroying power right now. I'm not sure. He's got a, I guess, just superconductor. Yeah, superconductor and a geo. He's just, power's not a thing. We're still in this aluminum. I don't like this. We have, I mean, 400 aluminum, and it's not really doing anything for us. So Polina now has his cash. I mean, he didn't go for an off-world, so he's got cash. What's he gonna do with it? Yaren's about to ship, so let's watch closely what happens. Who's this that we're looking at here? Yeah. Okay, so Yaren's got this saved up. And he gets his off-road blown up by Polina, so he didn't have a goon squad. I feel like that's kind of an oversight, because, I mean, this is your play. This is your move. You gotta protect that. So I'm buying up myself. I don't want to look too enticing to anyone, even
Our
though
methods continue to improve.
I am quite enticing. I might, actually, I missed when I expoed. When did I expo? I don't think it actually shows it here. I'm sorry I missed that. So I expand and I go for the electronics. Electronics are good. And what else are we doing? Anything useful? No. I mean, we have some stuff that's good, but these reactors are pretty shit. I mean, nothing's good. That's the
A
thing.
scavenger HQ
What we do
has
have
been
is
upgraded.
silicon. Yes, I remember this being a thing as well. We took 2 silicon because I remember seeing this. The sub, no silicon, right? Polina, no silicon. 2 electronics factories. Yerind, 3 electronics factories, no silicon. So, although I really almost always dislike taking 2, we saw that and we said, let's get some silicon. So we have that going for us, even though not much else is really going for us. We tried to buy up glass like I'm not sure, well, I'm getting confused now because I did a couple videos, but yeah, I like to produce one off-world resource and then buy up the other one. That's generally how I play, even though I am going into glass here, and this is just because nobody's in glass. I mean, look at oxygen. It's cheap as hell. Yeah, silicon's a thing, but if we keep doing, selling 4.5 silicon a second to the market, it's gonna crash. So instead of doing that, we're gonna get into silicon, or get into glass rather. It's a market that really these guys can't realistically look at getting into, just because they don't have access to silicon. So let's get, that's our plan. Okay, let's go for these resources. And I guess we do have farms still, which are still good. It's weird that we don't have a triangle, but yeah.
And we'll screw with you.
We didn't really have a ton of places to put a triangle. I don't like I should have moved my found either one hex to the left or to the right to be able to get triangles over here. And then, yep, he gets diamonded again. No goon squad, even though he's got, plenty of cash for a goon squad. And actually now, all of a sudden, we have cash. We don't have an off-world. Oh, do we? Actually. No. Yeah, we don't have an off-world, but I'm sure we just put one down. Yeah, there it is. Oh, we do have an off-world. Okay. And ours is gooned. We got out of debt to buy a goon. And I believe it's holograms. It's hard. Sorry, I don't.
Offworld market is assembled. Our fortune
No, that it
awaits.
is. Maybe it's not holograms. Yeah, holograms are pretty expensive, so. Yeah, and we're not selling down silicon. We see this going on again. No silicon from these players, so we're just letting it chill, right? Keep the price nice and high. This is my market, right? And now we're out of steel. This is a little strange, but we just wanted to get into reactors because the send is oxygen. And we are producing a ton of water, so makes a bit of sense. And here I buy into the sub. I got a couple stocks into the sub just to raise my stock price. It's going to make some cash. It's going to prevent these other players from doing that, which they probably should have done a while ago. And again, here's his off-world. No goon squad. Dynamite's 10. Polina's got the spy. He's got the cooldown.
The off-world market is finished and awaiting orders. Methods continue to improve.
I'm surprised, actually, all of us have a black market cooldown available,
Money.
and we're not doing much with it. Yaren bought something. I
land
didn't
is
catch what it
available for
was. It
auction.
wasn't a goon squad. Ooh, and here comes an auction for a silicon. So this, we really don't want to go to other players. And I actually was hoping just to let the auction slide, but Polina caught at the last second. Ooh, and he's making a lot of power money, right? All of a sudden, power's gone way up with these off-worlds. And he is indeed making cash. 600 a second. And we take the silicon auction. That really hurts our debt a lot. But we really just didn't want other players to have silicon, so we took it for 20k. I think one of these players could have easily taken it for 24. It's a bit rough for us at 20, but there it is. And here I hear some dynamites going on. Yep. So these two are just going at each other. There's the dynamite. Yeah. So. And I think one of his, yep, his got blown up as well. I didn't catch by who. I mean, like, we really should be using the black mark, but then again, we are behind, and we're trying to use our cash the most effective way possible. In this case, just let them slug it out and use our cash to improve ourselves, right? Working on power, upgrading power. It's not gonna solve our power problems, but I think, yeah, finally. Okay, we're out of this aluminum and we're into power down here. We're not gonna make power money, but it is gonna help our debt. So Polina just buys himself. I'm buying up myself. I have the worst stock price. I do not want to give people a reason to buy into me. And all of a sudden, I have 2 off-world markets, and neither of these other players has any. Very interesting. This one is hologrammed, and it's kind of in a sneaky spot. I don't think people might have a spy there, so that's pretty good. I hear another dynamite,
Our
again,
methods
on
continue to improve.
his off-world. Yarand is all of a sudden in D-debt and can't buy a Goon Squad. I'm really hoping I do something about this sooner. Yep, there it is. Oh no, that was Polina again. Thank you, Polina. I'm sorry. My black market was such shit this game. I don't know what I did with my claim, or my cooldown, but did something. So this one steal is really weird. But I actually, it was because I saw iron as a thing. He only has a, well, why is iron a thing?
Successful off-world shipment launched.
Not
Make
sure, but
room for
iron
the
is pretty
profits.
expensive.
Money.
There's my 2 launches. I actually usually don't do auto launches. Sometimes like this, when you saw there was a brief delay there between launches. I mean, that's not ideal, but at the same time, I do want to make sure I'm getting the best launch possible. And when you're closing in on a buy, you don't want to have like a launch going that you could just be using to. I mean, that's 20k, right? I could be using that to make a buy on someone. So I usually don't auto launch, but that's just me. So everyone's into themselves, but I have 2 off-worlds, and
The black market is online.
they go for a virus on me. I swear there must be a hologram here, but it's hard to tell. Maybe because it's...
The off-world market is
No, there's
finished
not a
and
hologram
awaiting
here, so
orders.
it's just an off-world, just chilling. Heard some... Yeah, no virus. I power surge Polina's. I have a spot here, so I power surge him. Who has thinking machines? Polina. Okay. I just have teleportation. So I'm...
Optimization routines
What happens
successful.
my off-world? Oh, okay, yeah, I
Launch
do have 2. It just
affirmative.
shows 1
What
when
a
you're on a
player.
different player. It's a little confusing. So, cash, Yarand, 100k. I'm on 500k all of a sudden, and Polina's
engineers
on
have
this.
advanced
So I
our
identify Polina, or he actually came after me first, and I just say, alright, let's do it, man. You want to fight? Let's go, right? You bind to me, I bind to you. I got more cash. So here comes me. You know, this guy, he's got a lot of kind of not so
Successful
useful
off-world
stuff.
shipment.
Oh, these are pretty good.
Make room for the
And
profits.
we are doing quite well here.
The black
just gonna
market
check
is open for business.
upgrade. I don't like how, yeah, so my upgrades are this, not great, but I do have this. And Polina, yeah, he's got 3 food, but he's got this power, and he's got these cams, which he's not even producing, so... So anyway, we're both on 2 off-worlds. Yarand is on 1. His other one's frozen. So he finishes the buy on me first, but we're about to hit 2 launches, so that'll be pretty even. And all of a sudden, you know, we're making a lot of cash. I mean, these are good. These are not good. Yeah. These are good. These are really good. And then our 2 farms are quite good. I should have rotated this into a 3rd farm rather than this water, which we don't need. And surprisingly, water is still... Well, yeah, yeah, he's overproducing water. He's losing a little bit, but yeah. I thought water would have been stranger just because of all the nuking, but it seems okay. Probably because it's, you know, robotic. So, cash, 270, 210. He's on 2 upgrade labs, and I'm only on 1.
Optimization routines successful.
But I think we are just making better money. And here comes, yeah, we get out of those electrons, which weren't good. We got a
Let
second
the planned obsolescence begin.
optimization and another cams, which are still quite good. 330. So he's actually a little bit ahead in cash now. Oh no, there comes my launch. So we're even. We're dead even. This is so close. And this, I think, is why I say don't auto launch, because I'm pretty sure we get the buy right as these launch. God, this is close. He's on 450, and I'm at 460. But, yeah, I can't tell if this is auto-launching or not. Is there a way to tell? Oh,
The
this
engineers have
asterisk?
advanced our
Does that mean
production.
auto-launch? Not sure. But his optimizations aren't running. Maybe trying just to push to that buy. This is so close. So Polina. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and okay, and this is what it was. Yaren dynamited his Offworld. So thank you, Yaren. That pretty much seals the deal for me. Here comes, yeah, like I said, my two launches will probably get us there. We're at 530. We're right there. We're selling everything that we have that is worth anything. He's at 100% right here. Polina is at 100% on us. Really? How? When I was clicking on me, it showed him at 100. Yeah, it shows him at 100, but where is his cash? I don't understand. Like, he doesn't have what he would need. Very strange. And like I said, the launch, boom, buy. And this is why you don't auto-launch, because if I had been auto-launching, I would have been short on that buy. And here comes Yaren, right? He knows, okay, we're going to let Pops take the buy, and then we're going to buy into Pops, right? He's been saving his cash. He's buying into me, but somehow I still have a boatload of cash. Not sure quite how.
Engineers have advanced our production.
So I get 2 more claims. Do I do anything interesting with those 2 claims? Doesn't look like it. And I get nuked. Oh, I went for another water. Yeah, I went for another water because water now is getting strange. So he nukes this. He nuked this medium into a trace, which is good.
Our
That's the
methods
right
continue to
play.
improve. Optimization routine
Speaking of water,
successful.
he has. Yeah, this is
Let
why
be a lesson to you all.
he's got a trace and a low.
With
So yeah,
us.
water is getting
And
real
we'll
strange.
screw with successful Offworld shipment.
Here comes my launches. I'm
Make
buying
room for
into
the
him.
profits.
I got 200k. He's at 150. And I'm pretty sure. Okay, here comes a steel short. We're still in steel, and our steel is pretty. Well, it's 1 upgrade. Yaren is not. He's in 1 steel, but he has 2 upgrade. He's got steel. Oh no, that's a offer. What is that? Why is that hologrammed?
The black market is the engineers have advanced our production.
Strange that that's hologrammed. It's just a steel mill. So Yaren has backup water. He's decided to make a play at water. And we are losing water, so that's a good play on him. Especially, you know, we talked about moving us to the farm, but now it should really be water again. And this is why I like to found next to water, because you can do stuff like that, right? If someone makes a play at it, you just rotate. But our water upgrades are coming in, right? We saw that. We saw it early. We got, 1 done, 2 queued up. We are positive water now. So this water play is going to be a little strange for him, especially since he's losing water.
Offworld shipment
I freeze this. Oh yeah, I froze his off-road because I have a spy. I don't have a spy, but... Okay, yeah, because I virused it and then froze it. That's what it was. I knew he didn't have a goon. I don't want to buy a 30k spy. It's a lot of money
Optimization
when it's this close. And this is close. Look at this. He's got 530 and I'm at 330. I do have this Polina sub, which is really profitable, but he's got like a 200k lead on me. So let's see what we do about that. And remember, this was, when I was at HQ3 and he was at HQ5. This game is nuts. Absolutely nuts. He's finally, that's the sub-silicon. So Yaren never took silicon. And I know he talks about, he likes doing that.
Our production.
But it's a little punishing because I see that, he doesn't have silicon. He's going to glass, react, electronics, and look what Mr. Old Me is doing over here. You want to make, water for me. I'm going to do my best to make this awkward for you. And also I saw that he has no carbon. Oh, he does have carbon. Why do I have so much carbon? I guess I'm just blind. So, I tried to make a play carbon, but that's really bad. But the silicon play is genius, right? This is what wins me the game. And there's the buy. Actually, man, how did I make so much money in such a short time? I was 200k behind and then just sold out of my silicon at those 2 launches without auto-launching, so I have that extra bit of cash. I did stop upgrading as well. I had this one queued, but I didn't queue another just to make sure I had the buy on your end. So, wow, what a game. This gave me 4 points just because Yaren had made the buy on Hydroponos, which gave him 1 point, and that tied me for first place with Black Magic in this tournament. That was a fun tournament. For any of you guys who are not aware, there is a community on something called Discord. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just sort of like a forums, I guess, for the off-road trading community. So just feel free to add any one of us on Steam as your friend, and we'll hook you up into the community if you're interested. So, GG's, guys. Later.